the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Ebusia for prophet Niger Gezel ababekasa na odi Nsem-Pii atudwa e afa Kennedy akompleko Japan ehu na Niger Gezel a moye asofo e wo man ma moye prophets a Nyankopon ene wo mo kasa no agisa papa no enum asam no na Niger Gezel kwa no utimu se otru support e ama Dr. Mahmoud Bahumia Niger Gezel no o kire se empire bokra no wo mo ebo mpaye editia Kennedy akompleko Japan entino anyade se Kennedy die Ghana mampanyini pa die obeye bi dabi entimi enye possible na Niger Gezel e kasa nsem wi enam ebre bi ade bi a Kennedy akompleko Japan adiye no na Kennedy efre ono na Niger Gezel no semedra anjese Niger Gezel sa asam na Kennedy e ka che no anjisa asam adini nya yie anjisa asam no ama na busuam kura aye basa na Niger e kire se wo mu de abibi oni na sofo ebeko omukotodwanim se omubompaye bia no Kennedy akompleko Japan de wo mu ebompaye editia no na anya de se Kennedy ebetimi afro Ghana abanwa no se panyini bi e wo man mu hanum se mpo eda mumientie Niger Gezel ne nsema odutudwa
trust, faith, belief in the office of the prophetic no seems to be at an all-time low.
Yeah, because of Kennedy Japan. Because of Kennedy Japan.
What did he do?
Kennedy Japan, no, he attacked the prophetic to the highest level. Look at the stature of Kennedy Japan. And again, me papa the from to lawyer. I want to be circumspective. Okay. Yeah, well, Kennedy Japan attacked the prophetic, and if you are saying the prophetic is at all-time lowest, it's true. And around the world, by the privileged mercies of God, I've gone to all the continents of the world, and all the major prophets around the world admit that the Ghanaian prophets are prophets. We can have character discrepancies, which is common to all men, but you can't a dear Juma a woman Ghana. Because Ghana for your bomb pie, me say me pass auntie. I don't like going to Kumasi for a program because if it's a church of 500, about 450, so for so abroa or your paying or a deben crab, you almost bomb pie into no a fre so. And look at what Kennedy upon did to the church, did to the prophetic.
But it was for a part and yet an attack on the entire office of the prophet. He singled out some individuals.
If you attack me, whether I'm of God, I'm not of God, I represent an interest. You have attacked the entirety of all the interests. If you attack Bedi Kobi, whether you like his nose, you don't like his nose, you have attacked what he represents. If you attack Obinim, I mean, you have attacked the Christian fraternity. You have attacked the prophetic. And like you said, he picked some few people and he attacked us like me. He took me to the gutters, which it were not true.
No,
how can he say a fine gentleman said me a murderer? And he hired people to collaborate it, if not for your friend Teresa Wuni, Honorable Teresa Wuni Nikwa. And Kabadisa, they would have jailed me. I can tell the countless of time you bet me call your friend is saying Achimota Mile 7 police station. A church, so you see, so Emery Pemno Yabekasa, and it's unfortunate. But I believe God said God will revive his church. And now last 2 weeks, I'm in pain for be a bonkom. I could see people are now going back to church. That thing didn't allow a lot of confidence if prophetic. But the church is for God. Already Genesis Revelation. It is only the church not say I will build
my church.
Yes, he didn't say he said I will build my church. And I saw in the pen, God will build his church.
But on Ken, won't you say, sir, because you were one of the targets, created this sense of, I don't want to say hate, but as a woman, that emotions make cloud your judgment about him.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, I mean, I'm not one of the people that pretend. Okay. I don't like Kennedy Japan. I can't like him. Okay. And since that day, we pray.
Because of your
because of what he did against me. And since then, me bomb tiano till today.
But that is not of God.
No, it's not a matter of what. It's not of God. Judgment is of God. Bible says near usinya me ejuma kwan yen yin fio me I have an assignment enti usi ejuma no kwan mebo ho pai say me nyankopon me radio frame no onyi me fio Nsem-Pii just Apostle Paul can say na unless that the coppersmith or how me pa osi nyankopon ejuma ho kwan. In my life and in my ministry, and not just me, you have no idea. I saw for the ACI Bonkom, meetings. You have no idea the number of prophets that have died because of Kennedy Japan.
Prophet?
Yes.
Died.
Your friend said, I don't have the permission of the family to mention his name. He died. TV, so he died. After that, his church, nobody goes. He died. He has died. I could have committed suicide. Say young guy, me near Bonnie I'm here and say, man, will say will be a friend of John Mahama. Now me cry me share that will be president. You chatrogu me so my yes say. And I go like, what is it? What kind of country I am building here? You call not like me. But you give me that space and me operate because I'm a fellow Ghanaian. A nation building, you hear software, you hear D4, you hear Obia to build nation.
Yeah, but when people have information and they publish that information into publication, it can be of several
yes
forms.
Please,
and you feel say Nipana Kabibia an attack on your person, you could have issued a writ against him.
I couldn't, but that time they were in power. And look at the statue of Kennedy Japan. He was a member of parliament. He has all the money, and he was a defense something committee of this. And I felt,
but it doesn't make him above them.
No, I know. Is that very well? But you and I know true. You and I say that's with no disrespect to the judiciary. At then judiciary, I couldn't have my day in court.
No,
I didn't have confidence in me. I flew to America to sue him, and again, jurisdiction was a problem. Me call New Jersey sanka me could sue Kennedy Japan. But the videos are there, and it has cost our family a lot. It has cost us a lot. My son was going to school in Meba London. Or co school, somebody referred to your father is a murderer. Me. Young guy, Boniben Medi. Because somebody feels say, Wakase Mahama be present. Inti first day Oshia must Okrana mi nimo. Na unimo bia. And so Emery Pemu, me papa wuni, so Emery Pemu Yabekasa. But what I'll tell you is that there's a permissive will of God and the perfect will of God.
Yes.
The permissive will of God will be granted at their posts. We'll let men know that they are men of God in this country. We'll let prophet know, people know that God still has his men, and there are people who are watchers. There are people who are crying unto God. We'll let Kennedy Japan know, say,
don't let us personalize.
No, I'm not personalized. Okay, if it's so bad, the point is that we'll defend the work of God. And you see, they are not getting with the greatest of humility. They are not getting the wisdom to walk to some of us and say sorry.
Yeah, but why should a person say sorry when he feels
in any serious country? Kennedy Japan should have been in jail by now.
For what?
Lessons. There are a good number of young guys you invite you there are a number of people who are doing forcefully. Invite you be and the maybe the last 20 minutes the way are all punchy a criticizing more alternatives near the so you can make your point without insulting. To the extent they say just unnecessary allegations being person go into exact ways so let us learn from some of these things. Now you say political temperature no ye below one there are a good number of discerning listeners me ankasa metie me to me program me nipa bi to me frame say I don't punch enough because they expect you to maybe probably insulting, raising your voices, but I don't agree. Said that is the way to go. Party based in grassroots. Party grassroots for be komunya auto fire na. But there are middle class people discerning who also listen very well to the argument. Not making sense. So I think say measured in our criticisms. Now the choice of language you be use no because be follow it forever. And people who do that sometimes you be used and done because they do it. You may be as say do ya. Omobeka say image wa carve no. Enye image be to me. Dia yes ejuma no. Na akwaya asema me papa say don't get ya ka kire say John. Abre omoba aban mu omo chiche positions no nya bi. And say John is an Adam for power free chairman general na chairman general radio sem to feed yesu kra no kai say John yes wala tu wala sano the wo change no ye de kwan no wie na ye de asphalt guso na be dwi kwan ya tutu nnua ye bibia ye wie na ye de asphalt guso na o person ko ya park wasi say ofa kwan no so a obesay no enti ye very very careful about this as young politicians. People may want to use you to achieve certain goals, but at the end of the day, they will dump you because image no opportunity be by say do ya into me. This is a lesson to us. But for me, enye no krese aban way orchestrated plan say obe silence discerning voices. No, you know President Mahama and his tolerance in terms of media criticism or absorbing. In fact, perceived harsh critics President Mahama Shiomo or welcome. So this is not President Mahama. Mo pese mo painting picture say aban we silence. And American what voices have been silenced? And I mean obia silence of voice. Because you are not insulting. Obi, I think say TikTokers so you defend to comedy more in some more kind. Would you say that? Me busa. Obi, who interestingly, the who say nipa no ankasa dia onye onkan sema onka no obi ka for political comradeship nti na akoye say ye defend ye justify. It is important. Say stay principle to what we believe. Intimesre say abronya sema ye ken ya de a obi anim menka say so nye boni bia ye ntiatia ne fa hodie so ba me de futu a me de be ma ne say ye nyina be sua lessons. There are a good number of young guys aban sisa ye invite you bia. There are a number of people who are doing forcefully. Yeah, invite you. Be and the minua maybe the last 20 minutes the way all punchy a criticizing more alternatives near the obi any be friend. So you can make your point without insulting. To the extent they say just unnecessary allegations being person make into exact ways nipa no use. So let us learn from some of these things. Now you say political temperature no. Yebelo wano. Obi yekan there are a good number of discerning listeners. Ewo me ankasa metie me to me program. Me wo nipa bi to me frame say I don't punch enough because they expect you to maybe probably insulting, raising your voices, but I don't agree. Said that is the way to go. Party based in grassroots. Party grassroots for be ho ko munya ya oto fire na omani age. But there are middle class people discerning who also listen very well to the argument. Not making sense. So I think say measured in our criticisms. Now the choice of language you be use no because be follow it forever. And people who do that sometimes you be used and done because they do it. You may be as say do ya. Omobeka say image wa carve no. Enye image be to me dia yes ejuma no. Na akwaya asema me papa say don't get ya ka kire say John. Abre omoba aban mu omo chiche positions no nya bi. And say John is an Adam for power free chairman general na chairman general radio sem to feed yesu kra no kai say John yes wala tu wala sano the wo change no ye de kwan no wie na ye de asphalt guso na be dwi kwan ya tutu nnua ye bibia ye wie na ye de asphalt guso na o person ko ya park wasi say ofa kwan no so a obesay no enti ye very very careful about this as young politicians. People may want to use you to achieve certain goals, but at the end of the day they will dump you because image wa carve no opportunity be by say do ya into me. This is a lesson to us. But for me, enye no krese aban we ewo orchestrated plan say obe silence discerning voices. No, you know President Mahama and his tolerance in terms of media criticism or absorbing, in fact, perceived harsh critics. President Mahama Shiomwa or welcome. So this is not President Mahama. Mo painting picture say aban we silence. And American
point is
what voices have been silenced? And I mean, Obia silence of voice. Because you are not insulting. Obi, I think say
TikTokers
so you defend comedy more would you say that? Me busa. Obi unim interestingly, the who say nipa no ankasa de a onye onkan sema onka no obi ka for political comradeship nti na akoye say ye defend ye justify. It is important say ye stay principle to what
no enie na wo bisa ho say enti ye ba mu a ne anim say ndisi egu kura na o ba mu na na mo fo say MPP egu se ye ba mu a nyame ye yadom ne ba mu in 2028 a it is ye yes ade bia ti Ghana fo be kasa Ghana fo be nyano akasa President Nana Dankwa Kufuado me mane yako because wa endure sanyema we no mu enyema eye yawo enyema eye yawo sinsei enyema ye kika fan ho school for nkwala timi ka say papa pani a wobo ne bra could do the level of a president school for nkwala ketenkete timi ka say betwanity dia kwaji skedro nyina nyase ya ka okukwem nyase ya ka okukwem ya ka say efa papa pani say ya kwachi no so omunya wo mo weyini obia oje democracy di say eye kabi that means min kabi dia wo ka fa de ho ne nye owo tumi so betimi achew aye de obeyo nanso say ye behu se Ghana yeti asemaya ye bumra Ghana ye womra wa ha democracy ya jatum intino o say mom form hundi enso enne e de ne yehunu enne de ne yehunu no be say who is next is ya bekaya notum yanka ya nuntum na de bupedi amonye ye ka most offensive conduct.
Yes.
Are you offended to who?
To IGP.
Public official.
Yes, because I'm going to say offensive conduct conducive for the breach of peace.
Which one is the peace?
And say asunjwe wo mind.
Asunjwe wo mind we mu.
O ka bibi fa.
Obi nti asunjwe wo mind mu ha. E na ye nkrofo aye etukatenafo no. For the first time, Ghana has refugees in closer Ivory Coast. For the first time. Yes, asunjwe wo kom ha. Baby asunjwe wo no. What is Americans? Be akwa refugees wo baby. Asunjwe e wo kom ha. Asunjwe no e wo kom ha. Any one refugees. And we yanka ho asem. And we yanka ho asem. A whole minority leader. An activist of the ruling party NDC. Because here no be parliament. The minority leader is a minority leader wherever he is. He still carries along his privileges. Not ya 13 no. Not odasunam ho. Odasunam ho. Na yenkwa ni yenkasa. MPP for nkwa ni yenka. Eti media me blame media no. Senti die ekoso nyinara yi. What is the media saying? Idea na media reka. Because ye ka asani ye omo ye opponent nti ne ye ka mo ho asem. but the media is supposed to be an arbiter. Tembiano media na also bujina finfin. Ya wa ba mu de anni ho kra na media for the say wo ho. Ye ka gu mu na Ghana fo enye bufuo. Wo mo mbeto abatia ye to abatia ye. Wo mo nkoto ankoto. Nana de ekosu ya eye fili gadochi. Fili no. Media for so mu hu ye. Obi media for so mu hu.
O se media for ne kasa.
Omo ka de yin.
Say enra ye kasa fa abro nye nsemi ana wenti
bo ka de say it's a right to say you didn't fadi you didn't fadi me
obi anka say right. Has anybody said that?
And why is nobody listening? Because police now won't more come the police will not listen. So why aren't we calling the Christian bodies? Why are we not calling all the other powerful bodies? What Bemu, threatening say, our money be called lockdown.
TUC phone.
Yes. And I dear que inform him. They will be a boy, but this guy no the Juma don't so cocoto, a ye hotel near the dear, and don't you ever form home. Obi, I am so disappointed. And then me who no tell me I didn't have